Coming at you almost live from Tokyo Midtown, Tokyo Town, in the land of Japan, friends. That's right, in the land of Japan. A place you all want to be. Well, friends, you can be here by following my little tips about how to come to Japan and be successful and live the dream life you always wanted in Tokyo Town. If you want to live out there in the backwoods of Japan, well, this ain't the podcast for you, friends. This is the Tokyo Forward Podcast. Welcome. I have a question from a fan of mine who writes to me and asks about coming to Tokyo and surviving and living here for a month to find a job as an ALT or a ESL person. Now, for those of you who are the uninitiated, the ALT is an assistant language teacher, and the ESL is English as a second language, which means you'll be working with people who don't speak the English because you're here in Japan, and that means you'll be teaching the English to them. Now, usually ALT means you're placed with an agency or a school, but ESL means you're working for a private sweatshop. I'm sorry, I mean factory. I'm sorry, I mean English school like ECC or Gamer or one of those others. There's lots of them around, GIOS, Nova. Some of them ain't around no more. But anyway, you get the picture. And you'll be working your ass off, making money for other people, while they're getting rich and drinking Mai Tais on the island of Guam or down in Okinawa or somewhere in the Philippine Islands. And you'll be drinking your hashochu and crying into your 150 yen discount beer on a Friday night, wondering why you ever came to Japan to do it. But that's another story I cover in the other podcast. Please listen to How to Become an English Teacher in Japan. It's there right there on my channel, friends. Well, let me tell you. The man who wrote to me, this is your video response, you'll get this. This is what I gotta say. First, if you're gonna live in Japan, Tokyo Town, for 1 month to find a job as an English teacher, you're gonna be struggling. Because I've seen the English teachers around town. I've seen the look of their eyes. I've seen the despair and the loss of hope. And it's tough out there, friends. Everyone, there are something like 7 billion people on planet Earth. Of those people, approximately 1 billion are white folks. Of those people, approximately 300 million are adult males, I'm guessing. Of those people, approximately half want to come to Japan and have fun with their ladies of Japan and do other things. Of those people, approximately 280 million can't afford to do it out of their own pocket, probably even more. Of those people, that's 280 million, right? Of those people, approximately half are so desperate to come to Japan and live here for a long period of time, they will do anything, including working in the ESL industry, friends. Of those people, that's 140 million, they're all capable of working at this school. Why? If you can fog a mirror, right, if you can tie your shoelaces, right, if you can get a Bachelor of Arts in bullshit, right, these schools will take you. You will be okay, and you will become an English teacher. Here's the catch though. There ain't enough room for 140 billion English teachers in Japan, friends. That's more than the population of all of Japan. Right? That's the problem. So I think if you want to come to Japan, become an ESL teacher or an ALT or whatnot, you ain't gonna be worse than Ducks Park, because there will be thousands and thousands of people getting on the 747, boatloads of people coming to Japan to do exactly the same thing you can do. And I know what you're saying now. Fine, 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 Tokyo Joe, you're saying. But I'm not like those other people. I'm special. Really? What makes you so special? That's what you gotta ask yourself. What will make you stand out and become something special in the land of Japan, friends? I continue this in another video. Stay tuned, but I will give you tips on how you can get an English teaching job in Japan the fast and dirty way. I ain't ever done it back in the day. I had friends teaching English back in the 70s and 80s, back when you could actually survive on it and make some money out of it. And I know a little thing or two about it, but I'll give my tips in the next video. Stay tuned. Okay, everyone. Bye for now. Please rate, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you found this interesting. And I'll see you on the channel. Please leave your comments below if you got questions. Bye for now.